Okay, in this video we're going to find an equation of a line that has a y-intercept of 2 and that is parallel to the graph of the line 4x plus 2y equals 8. Alright, so if you look, before I can make any equation, I kind of need to know, I want to try to put it in y-intercept form, which is mx plus b. Alright, and so I have the y-intercept, which is right here. This is my y-intercept, so I know that for sure. If I can find my slope, then I can find my equation faster. The point is how do I find my slope? Now, you can't just take your x and y values and put them together. You actually need to convert the other equation into slope-intercept form. So we're going to take this equation, which I'm going to write it here, and I'm going to convert this into y equals mx plus b. Because if I do this, I'll find my m, and then for parallel lines, I can use the exact same slope. So here we go. I'm going to get y by itself. So since this is a plus 4x, I'm going to subtract 4x to both sides of the equal sign. This will cancel out and be a zero pair. I'll bring down my 2y, and then I can write negative 4x plus 8. Alright, I got to get y by itself. It still has a number on it, so since it's being multiplied by 2, I'm going to divide everything by 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1, so that's y equals negative 2 divided by 2 is a negative 2x, and 8 divided by 2 is 4. So, alright, so here's my equation. So, the standard form and the y-intercept, these are the exact same line. I'm just converted a standard form into y-intercept form. Now, I need parallel lines, because if you look up here, I put up here a little symbol here. It says parallel. So, we want to create another slope-intercept form that will be parallel to this slope-intercept form, and I'm talking about this guy right here. So I want to make another one of these that has this that's going to be parallel. So this and the line the equation I create next, if we graph them on a calculator, they will be parallel. All right, so let's use the y equals mx plus b up above. All right. And so when we have parallel lines, the slopes are the same. If you look at when lines are, they're both going up at the same rate. So if this side is negative 2, that means the other line will be negative 2. So we're going to write it y equals a negative 2x. And if you look at the y-intercept above, we said 2, so I'm going to put plus 2. Alright? And so this equation and the one I got in the cloud should be parallel lines. Now, what I'll do is I'm going to try to sketch a graph so you can kind of see that it is. And I'm going to do this real quick so you can kind of see. Hopefully it won't be too rough and it'll be pretty accurate. Alright, and so I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so let's graph this guy first. My y-intercept's 4, and I'll do it in a different color so that way you can kind of see it. So we'll do this in the blue since it's in blue. So the y-intercept's 4, so I'm going to put a dot at 4, and my slope is negative 2. So if it's negative 2, that means I go down 2 to the right 1. So I'm going to go down 2 to the right 1. So I went this direction. So otherwise I'm doing this. Down 2 to the right 1, so I'll put a dot. So my line should look something like this for the blue one. Now, if I draw the next one, it should be parallel to that line. And I'll do this one in red so it kind of stands out a little better since the graph's in black. So I'm going to do this one in red. So my y-intercept is 2, so that means it's right here. All right, and I'm going to go, looks like the slope's the same, so I'm going to go down 2 to the right 1, down 2 to the right 1. I can go up 2 to the left 1. So it looks like my line looks, oh my gosh, I missed the little dots. There's my line right there. So you can see the two lines are parallel. And it doesn't hurt when you're taking a test or something to put both of these in the y equals and get your calculator the same. I mean, put them both in your graphing calculator, y equals, and see if they're parallel.